This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for February 6th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. The 65th Grammy Awards were given out in Los Angeles last night. Beyoncé broke the record for the most Grammy wins in history, landing her 33rd win over 88 nominations last night. There was also a star-studded tribute to lost legends Loretta Lynn and Christine McVie and Takeoff last night, including tributes from Casey Musgraves, Quavo, Sheryl Crow, Mick Fleetwood, and Bonnie Raitt. Winners at the Grammys included Wet Leg for Best Alternative Music Performance. Wet Leg also won for Best Alternative Music Album. The Grateful Dead, In and Out of the Garden, Madison Square Garden, 81, 82, and 83, won Best Box Set or Special Limited Edition Package. Wilco, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, the 20th Anniversary Super Deluxe Edition, won Best Historical Album. Edgar Winter won for Brother Johnny in the Best Contemporary Blues Album category. Brandi Carlile, Broken Horses, won Best Rock Performance, while Ozzy Osbourne featuring Tony Iommi, Degradation Rules, won for Best Metal Performance. Brandi Carlile also won for Best Rock Song for Broken Horses, and the Best Rock Album winner was Ozzy Osbourne for Patient Number 9. The Best Immersive Audio Album went to Stuart Copeland and Ricky Kej for Divine Tides. And the Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling Recording went to Viola Davis for Finding Me. Viola Davis's Grammy made her an EGOT last night, meaning she's won all 4 entertainment awards: the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. The night before the Grammys, Nirvana and Ann and Nancy Wilson were among those honored by the Recording Academy for the 2023 Lifetime Achievement Award. Bobby McFerrin, Ma Rainey, Nile Rodgers, and Slick Rick were also in attendance to accept the Lifetime Achievement Award. Chris Novoselic from Nirvana said, quote, "And they said that Kurt was witty or maybe he was a smartass. And he said teenage angst has paid off well. Well, it has. I do fan mail, old-fashioned fan mail, and I get letters from around the world like Nirvana fans from all around the world, and it's a lot of young people. There's a new generation of Nirvana fans, and I'm just very grateful for that." Last night, 60 Minutes featured an interview with all 4 members of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, telling the band's story from underground LA to sold-out stadium tours. Returning guitar player John Frusciante said in the interview he considers the bass the lead instrument in the Chili's. Depeche Mode announced details on their upcoming new single, Ghosts Again. It comes after the band started to tease the imminent release of new music. The song is the first single from their upcoming 15th album, Memento Mori, which is due out on March 17th. Taproot have raided their vaults and they're set to release B-sides. The set boasting a staggering 130 tracks consisting of various outtakes, B-sides, and demos recorded throughout their career. The entire release will come out on CD on April 30th with a deluxe 2LP vinyl pressing coming up on September 30th. Pre-orders are available now at taprootmerch.com. While filming Season 10 of Impractical Jokers in a Gramercy parking garage, Brian Q. Quinn and guest star Post Malone almost got arrested. The two were posing as parking attendants at the Little Man parking on East 22nd Street. In the episode, Post Malone pretends to have smoked pot in an unsuspecting customer's car. A customer ultimately called the cops. James Murray from Impractical Jokers said, quote, "Thankfully, they were fans of the show." Mr. Big's Billy Sheehan was asked about the identity of the drummer who is going to sit behind the kit for the band's upcoming tour dates. The 69-year-old bassist said, quote, "There will be a drummer. A lot of times in situations like this, the drummer has other things that he's dealing with, so we can't necessarily give his name right now until he's prepared for it to be released. But I can guarantee that you're going to be very pleased." And if you head to LinkinPark.com and enter your email address, users are brought to a virtual room with a desk and a computer and a couple of knickknacks scattered throughout the room on filing cabinets and shelves as well. Linkin Park fans are guided through this digital puzzle in what many theorize is a tease to the upcoming celebration of the 20th anniversary of the band's album, Meteora. And that's your sit rep For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 139, featuring Scott Ian from Anthrax, is available now.
This is the Ugly Things Podcast, and I'm your host, Mike Stacks. That's right, Ugly Things Magazine, your source for the very best in 60s beat, garage, and psychedelic music since 1983, is now also a podcast. We'll bring you interviews and stories about some of the most exciting, overlooked, and influential bands from the 1960s, 70s, and beyond. In November 1964, the moment happens. John Cale meets Lou Reed.
A mere hummingbird's fart may well have set its principles along differing paths.
Very well put.
Articulate, huh?
Oh, that's why you're a writer, Phil. It's all about wild sounds from past dimensions when rock and roll was young, daring, dangerous, and vital.
Quite often we used to be playing on stage and a fight used to break out, and really, it's just bodies and people flying about, so it's quite rough,
And hear insightful discussions with renowned rock journalists.
I was rejected from trying to write for the school newspaper, and in retaliation, they spelled my name Jarvie Kubernick in the yearbook.
Don't go changing, Harvey.
You're doing it f***ing wrong.
It's just nice to get the real stories down while they're still here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ugly Things, now on the Pantheon Network.